Rocking. Okay. standing during processional.
Good evening, and welcome to 2016 Premier Learning Academy's 2016 high school graduation. My name is Forrest Smith, and I'm the assistant principal here at PLA. And I just want to say that it has been an honor and a privilege to serve you, these children, and this community this school year. If you'll remain standing, at this time we'll have Robert Hughes come forward for our pledges.
All right. I'd like to thank God for this very awesome but short senior year, and to be able to experience this last year with awesome friends. And I pray that tonight will not be the last time that we feel as if we move forward into something. And I pray for protection over everybody as we chase our dreams after tonight. And I pray that we learn things every year. And in the name of Jesus, amen. Now, please remain standing as I welcome Sydney and Amani for the pledges.
We're going to do the pledge to the Texas flag first. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. It's an honor to stand before you and celebrate this great graduation night with our senior class of 2016 from Premier Learning Academy. We just are so happy that you were all able to be here, families and friends of these great students, and I know you're going to be extremely blessed by this evening as we watch their accomplishments tonight. I want to introduce our staff to you before we go any further. Without these teachers and administrative team and others that help us on a day-to-day basis at the school, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So if I could just have everyone stand, please, that is a staff member with us. And I'm going to run through names really quickly, if you don't mind me doing that very, very fast. Mr. Smith, you met just a minute ago, has served as our assistant principal. Ms. Jennifer Gover is doing what she does best, making sure everything happens right. She's back in the sound booth. She is our high school dean, as well as numerous other things on the campus. Ms. Laurie Alexander is here. She's our chief financial officer for the school. Ms. Robbie Ferrero is human resources and our accountant. Ms. Elaine Ballard is our PEAMS person and coordinator of student services, registrar, many other titles from time to time as well. Ms. Christy Rundell right here is our special programs director. Ms. Christine Polovasic is on the stage with us, and she is our counselor. Ms. Janie Morgan is our food service director, and I don't believe I see her here tonight, but she does a great service with our students every day as she gets all of our meals ready for them. We also have a support staff. Ms. Dana Mejia is an administrative assistant. Ms. Leah Toms is here. She is also an administration office receptionist. Ms. Anna Rose Charles is our high school secretary. Ms. Adriana Garcia, I don't see, is our attendance secretary. And then Officer Danny Allen serves us in helping make sure our campus is secure and our children are safe at all times. He is here on a day-to-day basis and has been a great help to us from time to time on the campus. So would you give our staff a hand? I didn't call our teachers' names. I'm sorry. Let me get the rest of everybody. Ms. Morales is here with us. She's our Spanish teacher. Mr. Arvidson, our math teacher. Mr. Crumbaugh, our history teacher. Ms. Jacobson, our English teacher. Ms. Leach is back here as a family member tonight of one of our graduates. She's our Play-Doh teacher. Coach Sipp and Coach Robinson are here with us tonight, our PE and also coaching staff for our high school. Is there a teacher here that's not seated up here at the front with us that I did not call your name? Okay, would you give everyone a hand, please, and y'all can be seated. Thank you so much. We also have two of our board members here with us tonight. Mr. Rick Sickmiller, would you stand, please, and Ms. Crystal Rhymes. They meet with us on a regular basis to make sure our school is running smoothly. We also have one other board member, Ms. Veronica Washington, and she was unable to be here with us tonight. But we want to thank our board members for everything that they do to help us and assist us in properly running our school. So if you'll give them another hand, please, as they are seated. We have one other teacher. I'm not sure where he is. Mr. Casper is he's in the TV room, I think, hidden away from us. But we're about to see something that he and the students have produced this year. It's a short video. He also put together our senior video that we'll see later on in the program. But this is one where they went around to all of our classes and they did just a short clip of every class in the school and let the kids kind of perform, and the teachers as well, which you'll see that in a moment. So I think we're going to have that video presentation right now.
feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. So that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. I tried carrying the weight of the world, but I only have two hands. Hope I get the chance to travel the world, but I don't have any plans. Wish that I could stay forever this young, not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. 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 I didn't know.
I think they did a great job with that. It's so wonderful to see what Mr. Casper has accomplished with the students in those graphic design and just all of his CTE courses. He's done a wonderful job with them this year, so we thank him for that. We have a few special recognitions that we want to do right now, just some students that have really accomplished some great things that we want to mention so that you know how great our kids are. And I'm going to ask Ms. Polovasic to come and help me with that.
Okay, when your name is read, please come up to the platform to receive your award. Our first student is Daniel Leach. He is our valedictorian. He's received an associate's degree from the College of the Mainland. He received a Rotary Club scholarship that will be awarded to him. He is a Texas Honor Scholar, And he also received a scholarship from University of Houston main campus, where he'll be attending next year. So congratulations, Daniel. Our next recipient is Miss Sydney Jackson. Come on up, Sydney. Congratulations. She received the Leslie Dowdery Scholarship. She will be attending COM, and she will be studying and practicing cosmetology. So this scholarship will help her get started with that. So we're very excited and proud of her. Congratulations. Next, we have Abigail Allardine. Please come up. She was our next recipient of the Rotary Club Scholarship. She will be attending Houston Baptist University, and she will be studying education and majoring in English to be an English teacher. So congratulations, Abigail. Please welcome back Mrs. Cynthia Hallam.
Congratulations, students. Y'all can go back to your seat. Thank you. We have one more recognition that I would like to do tonight. Mr. Arvidsson, would you come up, please? Mr. Arvidsson is completing his 5th year here at Premier Learning Academy, and he has also made a decision to retire. I'm not sure if that says good or bad things about us, but I think you'll recognize through the night as our students, our valedictorian, salutatorian speak, that Mr. Arvidsson has really meant a lot to all of our students. And what has impressed me so much about what he has done, besides what he does in the classroom, is what he does outside of the classroom. It's very important when you are working with students that they see something besides what happens with a math book in the classroom. And Mr. Arvidsson has been involved in almost everything that we've done on this campus. He has been willing to donate money when there has been fundraising going on. He has played in the student staff basketball games. Most recently, he participated in I think it was a 2nd grade or 3rd grade fundraiser for their field trip, where whoever raised the most money of the students got to throw a pie into a teacher's face. And so he was on that panel. And he told me afterwards, he said, you know, I think at some point in every kid's life they want to throw a pie at a math teacher. So he has been so gracious to assist us in every way, and our students love him. He's done a wonderful job in the classroom, and as a staff member, I can't say enough good about him. So we wanted to just honor you tonight, and we have a gift for you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Arvidsson. Would you like to say something?
No, they've heard me enough.
Okay. Oh, okay. We have one more scholarship that we want to give out. It's our PTSA scholarship.
Good evening. The Premier Learning Academy Parent Teacher Student Association awards scholarships to members each year who maintain a GPA of 3.5 or better, who also exhibit outstanding behavior and plan to continue their education. This year, the PTSA will award 2 outstanding students with scholarships. The first student will receive an honorary scholarship of $250. He is your salutatorian, Ryan Nedbalek. Can you come up here and get it? Congratulations. The other student will receive, who is a member, who will receive a scholarship of $500. This student has been an active member of our PLA for the past 5 years. He maintains a grade point of 4.0, and he is your valedictorian, Daniel Leach. Yay! Congratulations, Daniel. Thank you to the students and staff of Premier Learning Academy for the continuous support of your Parent-Teacher-Student Association.
Thank you so much. Now it's time to hear from our valedictorian and salutatorian. At graduations, these two honored students have the opportunity to speak to you, and I had the opportunity to review their speeches before they came up here tonight, and I just was so blessed reading them. You could feel the thankfulness in their hearts for their family and friends and for their school. And so I know you're going to enjoy hearing from them. And first we're going to have our salutatorian address by Ryan Nedbalick.
Before I begin, I'd like to say I've never really been good at speaking, but I've made an exception for today. Whenever I was making this speech, I went and tried to do some research. I watched some old graduation speeches and even heard some last week. They spoke as if they were never seeing any of their friends or family ever again, but the truth is that even though this is our last day of high school and the first day outside of high school, this comes with new challenges and opportunities. Where these challenges and opportunities are career or higher education is beginning of the rest of our lives, basically. This day is special, but every day is special. We move forward every day in our lives, and it doesn't take a graduation, a promotion, or an achievement in our lives to move forward. Each step we take is the same distance to the finish line as the last step that crosses the finish line. So you kind of have to ask yourself, what were the steps leading up to the finish line? Waking up early every day, going to class even if you didn't want to, doing homework and projects, tests, long nights of studying, finals. All these are a few examples and steps required to cross the finish line. Some steps are harder than others. Some steps you need help in order to complete a requirement or do well enough to pass. I've taken many steps to get here, and some of the steps are not required, and some of the steps are just experiences. Experiences like playing a sport, going to sporting events, and even our senior trip. Without these steps, the journey would have been boring. The opportunity to spend time with friends and making memories will last forever. Although all the previous steps, whether they were boring, tough, or fun, today is the last step. And in this final step, I'd like to thank all those that have been there for me and helped me to get here. I'd like to thank Mr. Arvison for helping me with math. He didn't have to go out of his way and help me outside of school, but he did, and I'm very grateful for that. I truly can't thank him enough. I'd like to thank Ms. Gover for inspiring me and also other students to keep pushing through hard and challenging times. She may have been talking about the multiple miles we had to run that day, but it also translated to other areas in our life as well. I'd also like to thank Mr. Crumball for allowing us to play tennis these past few years. He didn't have to take over, but he did, and I appreciate that, and I thank you. I'd also like to thank the many friends and family that came out here today and also supporting me through these few years. It truly means a lot to me. Finally, I'd like to briefly say how I've grown in the past 4 years. When I started going to PLA, I wasn't who I am today. I wasn't what you would call a leader. But today I've become more honest, honorable, courageous, and even humbled. The reason is because of the constant support from various teachers, staff, and friends. And for that, I thank all of you. These memories and lessons I have experienced are priceless and will live on with me. And I thank you all very much. At this time, I'd like to allow Daniel, Torian to come up.
Hello. Good evening, students, faculty, parents, and guests. I would like to thank the administrative staff and board for the opportunity to represent the graduating class of 2016. I would also like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Hallam for making Premier a reality and being a positive influence throughout my life. My fellow graduates, over our last 4 years together, we have learned a lot, experienced new things, and made friendships that will last forever. I've grown up with most of you and will always remember the fun we had playing midnight hide and seek, the intense ERS games, and the hundreds of corny jokes. But it's time now to put the cards down. The peanut butter game is over. In order for us to be successful, we must take the first step out of our comfort zone. This is one thing I really struggled with when deciding to go to collegiate and while applying for college. When I began applying for college, I was very excited about the idea of leaving home and living on my own. However, every time I finished the application and was ready to submit, something came up. I found this new video in my subscription box, or maybe I got a Skype call from a friend. And before I knew it, I closed out the application and was off doing something else. I went almost a month before I finally submitted the application, but it was only after my father sat down next to me and forced me to. After finally being forced to submit the application and take the first step, everything became much easier, and with no time, I signed up for orientation and set to schedule classes. The first step is always the hardest. People are scared that they will fail or that they're not good enough. Past failures and self-doubt are not reasons to hold back. They should be used as a driving force to make us try harder. Anything can be accomplished as long as you try your hardest and take the first step. High school is over and it's time for us to move in our different directions. It's time to move on to bigger and better dreams and say goodbye to the friends we made, the great teachers that supported us throughout the years, and the coaches who saw what we could be and helped us reach our true potential. I would like to take a moment to thank some of the people who have helped us through high school. First, Mr. A. He would go out of his way to help any one of us, no matter what we need, whether it was help with a complex math problem, advice on what to do for the future, and even just to give us a laugh when we were down. Ms. Gover, who pushed us to do things unimaginable no matter what. And Mr. Crumbaugh, who always wanted the best for us students and was willing to sacrifice his own time for our sake. Coach Sip, who is not only a great coach but a good friend, and all the other faculty and staff, teachers that helped us with our journey. Not only do we have the support of our teachers, we also have the support of our friends and family. I had my mom, who's been with me every step of the journey, supporting me in every way that she could. My dad, who pushed me to do important things that I would never do. Rachel, for helping me skip kindergarten. Without her, I wouldn't even be in this class. And my grandparents, for being two of the best people I will ever know. I also have to thank Butch and Tammy for feeding me, Valerie and Jim for being traveling buddies, and Laura for always making sure that life was interesting. And finally, I would like to thank my class. You guys made my time here fun. All you ever hear is that people are glad to leave. Because of you guys, I'll only have good stories to tell about my time in high school. Josh and Gabe, you guys always kept the class entertained with your jokes about sharks and dinosaurs. Jacoby, you were always able to keep the mood light, even though you did take the stairs. Bernardo and Perminder, even though I was never able to be in class with you guys, you're still two of my best friends. Benny and Caitlin, you guys always made sure that class was unforgettable. Adrian and Garbash, you guys showed up when no one else did. And Ryan, you came over to collegiate and became my junior deputy partner. Class of 2016, congratulations and good luck as you step into a brighter future. And now I would like to welcome Abby to the stage.
Thank you, Daniel. As we exit our safe years in high school and look out into the adventurous seas of our future, we are armed with the knowledge from our studies and the wisdom of our experience thus far, and the confidence that we will succeed. Tonight, we will have the benefit of one last bit of wisdom. Here speaking to us tonight to impart a last word of wisdom to us is Pastor Walter Hallam of Abundant Life Christian Center. Please welcome him as he gives us to give the commencement address.
Thank you, Abigail. Let's give a big hand again to all of the staff, all of the families, all of our wonderful men and women that are a part of our school. School is a big part of your life. You're lifelong learners. I wish tonight in this little short speech that I could give you a lot of information on how to use the Twitter, feed better, and what hashtag really means, and all of the things that go along with our technology today. It would be so good if I could just kind of open everybody's head up and pour that in, and then we'd all know that. But when I was a young boy growing up, my father, who I had the privilege of growing up with a great father. I have 6 brothers, and I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. There were 7 of us children in our family. And I remember so much the emphasis on learning and succeeding in school, but also succeeding in life, that my dad would put on his education process with his sons and daughters. And I remember these one-liners that he was always giving me. One time I was just madly in love with a little girl when I was in the 9th grade. That's before I met Cindy, of course. And in the 9th grade, I was just crazy about this girl. And my father was a pastor, and she was in our church, and I just thought this is a perfect thing. And so my dad and my mom, of course, they knew they did not want that hookup to happen quite that quick. And thank God they didn't. And so anyway, I was so upset. I was frustrated talking to my dad. He was 6'2". He was a World War II Marine, World War II era Marine, and he was a big red-headed, blue-eyed fellow, and just full of love. Of course, he's in heaven today, but he was just real strong with his sons and with his family, just like my little 5-foot-tall mother, who had red hair and blue eyes also. She was very strong about us getting our education and going forward. And so I said, Dad, I really think this is the girl for me. I'm in the 9th grade. I know a lot. I'm already 15. I know everything. And so my dad looked at me and he said, well, now's just not the time for that, son. And I said, well, you just don't understand, Dad. You're not trying to get along with me. And he just kind of stood me up straight and gave me one of those, I call them red-headed, blue-eyed looks, And he looked right in my face and he said, son, I'm not raising you to get along with you. I'm raising you to get along without me one day. And that made so much sense to me today when Cindy and I began to have children. When I was a boy growing up, it didn't make any sense to me because I wasn't getting my way. But as I grew and I began to learn, I understood that as parents and grandparents, we train our children not to get along with us, but we train them to be able to get along in life without us one day. And that whole term, that message becomes so important, and education, of course, then becomes extremely important in our life. I like quite a few of the one-liners that I heard growing up, and I had the privilege of growing up around some wonderful people. One little lady, she was almost 90 years old, and she said, laziness is a mental habit. Don't ever be lazy. She said, it's a mental habit. It's a terrible thing. She said, boredom is when your mind is starving for information. She said, always learn. Never be a person who is bored. If you get around people who are always saying, I'm bored, that means that they are not learning, because information and wisdom will always destroy boredom. It will motivate you and move you forward. That's why it's so important for us to be lifelong learners. it is important that we grow forward. Our graduates that are here, and of course I'm speaking to you now just for just a couple more minutes, but I want you to know that we are extremely proud of you because you have achieved what you have achieved so far. But now you take what I call an inherited success because your parents have helped you, and the school and the administration and your teachers and people now for these first 18 years or so, they have helped you succeed, and you've done your part. But now as you step into the next phase of your life and you begin to go into college and into work and into other areas and arenas of life, it's not just inherited success that you will get. Now it becomes an acquired success. You have to reach out and acquire what you put your hand to. When you dream, if you're willing to dare to dream and you're willing to pursue your dream, you'll succeed. I like to say it kind of in a way that dreams will come true if you'll dare to pursue. Somebody once said, and it impacts me still to this day, that the proof that you desire something is you pursue it. The proof of desire is pursuit. When I was in the military, when I was in the Air Force, after a year in college, I went into the Air Force, and I was stationed in Biloxi, Mississippi. I was a paralegalist. I worked in the JAG, and I was going through some training over there, and I was in love with Cindy. And so I would drive all the way from Biloxi, Mississippi, across that Atchafalaya Basin in Louisiana, all the way into Texas and up to East Texas on Friday nights and early Saturday mornings just to get there and hold hands with her on Saturday on the front porch, because her mother, since I was in the military, her mother didn't want her going out with me. And she loved me, but she was afraid for us to be alone. So she would sit there and flip the lights back and forth while we sat there and told each other how much we loved each other. And I would drive all the way back to Biloxi, Mississippi on Sunday evening and early Monday morning, and I would be at my duty station that morning. I said that to say this: the proof of desire is pursuit. When you really desire something and you know it's for your life, then you pursue after that. It is important. There are two kinds of people that you meet in life. There are people who either just kind of hang around and wait for opportunities to take place, and therefore life necessitates that they get involved with things that they're not necessarily drawn to, types of work, types of job, types of it, because they're just kind of waiting around for opportunity. And then there's that other level of people, like the premier graduates. They're the people who make things happen. They pursue after their dreams. They go after their dreams. And they refuse to accept excuses. Excuses always make sense to the person making the excuse, but they never make sense to the person hearing the excuse. So no one ever needs to hear an excuse for not succeeding. Here at the school, we're fortunate now for the past 5 or 6 years as premier, we've had 100% graduation of our seniors at this school. I think we ought to give a great big hand to the staff and the administrators and to the board and everyone. We've had 100%. No one can say this in this region other than what I'm about to say, that this school, listen, in Texas, there are 50% dropout in the Texas public school systems. At Premier Learning Academy, look me in the face, we've never had a dropout. Zero. Zero dropouts at this school. 100% graduates. Every year, some of our graduates graduate with college degrees, with their associate degree already in hand. It's because they pursue. And in all of the energy and all of the things that take place in a day and a month and in a year's time and a school year, there's purpose to it. There's direction to that chaos. And it's moving those children along step after step till they go from being little kids to being young adults, where now they are absolutely prepared. Mom and Dad, your child is prepared to become a freshman or beyond in college now when they graduate from this school. We are so excited about that and thrilled about it, and will be next year when we will be joined together with a larger group, a group called Advantage. We'll be with them. We're very excited about that. We expect to be quite a lot larger than we are even today. So make sure that you keep your your computer on and you keep all your information ready for when enrollment starts on that. TEA is the one that tells us the day we start enrolling. So it's going to be an exciting time. And we also know, of course, that once again, our superintendent, Cindy Hallam, will be over the campus here again. Would you please give her a great big "We love you"? It's important, let me say this before I finish now. It's important that you believe that you can do anything, first of all, that you need to do, that you're supposed to do, and that you want to do. If you believe you can, I promise you, you can. If you do not think you can, you won't. You'll always be right depending upon what you believe. I've learned in my short time of being a pastor, before I was a pastor, I was a businessman. I own 2 companies. We built paper mill, plywood, and sawmill plants, large ones for large industries. I designed the drive systems for quite a few places. We owned another company outright, 100% of the company that was a battery company. We had our own brand of battery that was manufactured, that we sold our company. When we felt like the Lord had called Cindy and me to be in ministry, we sold it, and we moved here, and we began just like we are here with you today. That was a short 31 years ago. During that time, I've seen a lot of things take place, but I've learned that you have to get up every day and think yourself very clear. I want you to repeat that with me. Think yourself clear. Then the second thing that you have to do is you have to study yourself full. You have to think real clear, what's my direction for today? And then you have to get as much information every single day as you can. If you want to succeed, if you want to become a millionaire, if you want to become a multimillionaire, if you want to be worth tens and 20 and 50 million plus dollars, you'll have to do what I'm telling you. It will never happen accidentally. I can tell you 6 things that will make every person a millionaire. The reason I know this is when I moved here a few years ago, 31 years ago, I drove a little pickup and a little bitty Suburban, and we just sold our companies. But today when we want to fly, I have my own personal private jet that I fly. I just go get in my jet, and from the time it takes to drive to the other side of Houston, today I can be in Atlanta, Georgia in that same amount of time with our own Learjet. Now I'm telling you, if you'll do these 6 things, you will succeed in life at what you put your hand to. Never forget it. Sometimes you have to be willing to think yourself very clear on what you want. There are many voices and distractions in this world that will keep you from that. Do you know how many times people told me you can never own a TV station in Lamarck, Texas? We own 3 TV channels now that are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week that we manage. One of them is our office is on the 82nd floor of the Empire State Building in New York City, Channel 49. That belongs to us. You can do anything you want to from the degree that you just got, that you're getting tonight from this school. You just have to want to do it. It's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you know how many people tell you that you cannot have radio stations? We have 2 FM radio stations that go 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Guys, listen to me. You can do what you think you can, but you have to think yourself clear. Then the second thing, and I think it's very important, is you have to prepare yourself. Fill yourself with as much information as you can about what you want. The third thing that you have to do, and it's very important, you have to be willing to inspire yourself until you have so much fire on the inside of you that no one can put it out. The greatest thing you can do is succeed and at what you desire to do. And just keep pressing, never stop. Because if you'll succeed, now listen to me, if you'll succeed, everyone who told you that you would never amount to anything, everyone who said you can't do it, they'll be going around bragging one day that they knew you when you were young and you first started out. That's what happens when you succeed. You've got to be willing to keep pressing and to never, ever stop. Inspire yourself. Don't wait for other people to inspire you. Take all the inspiration you can get. But get up every day, look yourself in the mirror, and think, what am I going to succeed at today? In our culture, in our society today, the ideal of being a success in life is almost mocked and put down like it's poison. But you know, not a single one of you here will ever become a ward of the state. Not one of you will ever be in prison. Not one of you will ever be on government substance of some kind, because you're going to press and you're going to go forward and you're going to succeed and you'll employ other people. You will help feed many, many other people. Success is the catalyst to taking care of everyone around you. Failure is not an option. We are people who succeed. When you go through negative times and difficult times and you feel like you have failed at something, never forget the words that I'm going to say to you right now. Learn the lesson, forget the pain, turn the page, and keep moving forward. There's no such thing as losing if you are a learner. Learn the lesson, forget the pain, turn the page, and step forward. That's what you have to do over and over and over in life. Tiger Woods cannot hit the ball straight every time, but he has the greatest record of the recovery shot of all time. When he drove the ball, when he's in his heyday, and he'll be back again, I happen to think, but when he hit the ball and it would go so far, oftentimes with the driver, he would be off of the fairway. But he led the PGA in greens that were hit in regulation because he had the best recovery shot, the best second shot. Learn the lesson, forget the pain, turn the page, and keep swinging. If you'll continue to swing, you'll never fail. The last thing I want to say to you, your actions are things that happen as a result of your thoughts. If you will think clear, surround yourself with people who think until they are going forward. Your actions are a collection of your thoughts. You should act and respond positively until it's automatic in you on the things that you should do and the things you should not do. Learning all the time as you go through new experiences. Never consider yourself a failure. You are a success today. You will be a success tomorrow if you will do what the Bible says. Put your hand to the plow, lean into it, and not look back. It's very difficult to plow a straight row looking backwards. But if you just look forward and lean into that plow just a little bit, you can go anywhere in the world, from 601 Delaney Road, anywhere in the world that you want to go. I believe you're going to. Let your actions, not your words, let your results, not your brag, let that define who you are. If you'll do that and then put a smile on your face about this big, even if you just have one tooth, just put a big smile on your face. I can assure you, my friend, you will be a success. And years from now, if anyone ever said, I'm not really sure what they're going to do, if they're going to ever make it, they will be saying, I remember them when they first started out. And they'll be bragging about the fact that they knew you from the time you were young until the time that you finally go to heaven. Thank you for being a part of this church or of this particular school. Thank you for being a part of this graduating class. Parents, friends, supporters, thank you for that. Our board, our administration, certainly our staff and workers and helpers, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going forward and upward. We're very excited about this coming year. Would you please give Ms. Hallam a big hand as she comes now?
Okay, thank you very much. And now I'm going to ask Josh Kelly to come to the platform, please.
Hello. Today I have a quote to read to you by Ralph Waldo Emerson. The glory of friendship is not the outstretched hand, nor the kindly smile, nor the joy of compassion. It is the inspiration that comes to one when he discovers that someone else believes in him and is willing to trust him with friendship. Our class members each have special gifts, not one like the other, but through the years, we have always believed in each other. Please join us in watching our class video that celebrates the joy of friendship. Thank you.
You stripped your love down to the wire. Fire shining cold alone outside. You stripped it right down to the wire. But I see you behind those tired eyes. Now as you wade through the shadows that live in your heart, you'll find the light that leads home. 'Cause I see you for you and your beautiful scars. Take my hand, don't let go. 'Cause it's not too late, it's not too late. I see the hope in your heart. And sometimes you lose and sometimes you're shooting broken arrows in the dark. But I see the hope in your heart.
Hello, my name is Alan Morris, and today I'm going to be talking about how to make a turkey sandwich.
I've seen the darkness in the light. Kind of never seen her leaves lost in blind. The only thing that's black and white is that you don't have to walk alone this time. You have to tear down the walls that live in your heart to find someone you call home. Now you see me for me and my beautiful scars. Take my hand, don't let go. 'Cause it's not too late, it's not too late. I see the hope in your heart. And sometimes you lose and sometimes you're shooting broken arrows in the dark. But I see the hope in your heart. It's not too late, it's not too late. I see the hope in your heart. Sometimes you're losing, sometimes shooting broken arrows in the dark. Oh, oh.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about that glory just always seemed to bore me, 'cause only those I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, 'cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old. Our songs have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me, so I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory, and some I had to leave behind. My brother, I'm still savvy. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote a letter once. I hope my children come and visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of children who can bore me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of children who can bore me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. Once I was 7 years old. Send my love to your new lover. Treat her better. We gotta let go of all of our goals. We both know we ain't kids no more. Send my love to your new lover. Treat her better. We gotta let go of all of our goals. We both know we ain't kids no more.
Stop coming, fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. to be forever young? Do you really want to live forever, forever,
Put me in a cage, lock me in a room, throw away the key. I dare you. I'll break down the walls. I'll have you wrecking ball, and I won't let you tear me down. No. Throw away the key. I dare you.
I like the way that they walk, and it's chill to hear them talk, and I can always make them smile. Girls, 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 girls. 'Cause there's still a long, long way to go. Worrying over our heads, we're holding our breath. Will we ever get to the other side before there's nothing left? Yeah, our bodies are weak. A Monday warrior, mean, mean strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean, mean pride. Though his mind is not for him, don't put him down as a Still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you.
Now it is time to present the class of 2016 to our superintendent and give the confirmation. Miss Cynthia Hallam, if you'll come forward. Miss Cynthia Hallam, as assistant principal of Premier Learning Academy Charter School, it is my pleasure to present the class of 2016. The class of 2016 has completed all of the state requirements set forth by the state of Texas, the Texas Education Agency, as well as local requirements set forth by Premier Learning Academy Charter School. I present the senior class of 2016. Ms. Hallam, I need your confirmation. Do you have any objections?
As superintendent of Premier Learning Academy Charter School, on behalf of the state of Texas, the Texas Education Agency, the Board of Directors of Premier, I bestow upon you, the students, all the rights and privileges of a high school diploma. Mr. Smith, I have no objections. You may give the confirmation.
With that, class of 2016, please stand. Class of 2016, based upon meeting all the requirements from the state of Texas, from the Texas Education Agency, as well as Premier Learning Academy Charter School, I confirm you as high school graduates. You are eligible now to receive a high school diploma.
Abigail Rose Allerding. Abby's planning to attend Houston Baptist University in the fall, where she'll be studying English and plans to become an English teacher. Austin Zachary Allerding. Austin has already started his training for the United States Army. Jacoby Eric Collier. Jacoby plans to attend San Angelo State University and study kinesiology. David Deshaun Campbell III. David plans on attending College of the Mainland in the fall and studying web design. Bernardo Alejandro Gallo. Bernardo will be at College of the Mainland in the fall, studying computer science. He plans to continue his education at the University of Texas in Austin. Savannah Lee Golden. Savannah's planning on studying at San Jacinto Junior College in the fall. She plans to become a special education teacher. Carlos Guzman. Carlos plans on being at Galveston Junior College in the fall and studying entrepreneurship. Robert Delight Hughes. Robert plans to be at SUM here at Abundant Life in the fall, where he'll be studying ministry and music. Sydney Jada Jackson. Sydney plans to be at College of the Mainland in the fall, studying cosmetology. Joshua Daniel Kelly. Josh plans on being at College of the Mainland in the fall and studying pharmacology. Daniel Alexander Leach. Daniel will be at the University of Houston in August, where he'll be studying mechanical engineering. Caitlin Nicole Lopez. Caitlin has enrolled at College of the Mainland for this fall. Gabriel Alexander Lopez. Gabriel will be at San Angelo State University in the fall. Alan Diablo Morris, Jr. Alan will be moving to Brenham to be at Blinn College in August, where he'll be studying business. Garbaj Singh Multani. Garbaj will be at College of the Mainland in the fall, where he will study pharmacology. Ryan Nedbalick. Amani Monet Rahilia. Tristan Tyler Sapsky. Tristan is enrolling at College of the Mainland in the fall to study zoology. Christopher Bryce Shepard. Adrian Omar Zavala.
Many of these graduates that are here with us tonight have been on this campus for much of their educational time. Garbash, have you been with us since kindergarten? First grade. That's a long time. Just happened to think about that as you walked by me tonight. And we are just so privileged to have had the opportunity to work with these wonderful students for the number of years that we have with each one. And even we have a couple that have just been with us for a year, but it's been a pleasure over this past year working with you and enjoying all the things that we saw in that great video of the things that we do here on our campus. Did y'all enjoy the video? I think Mr. Casper and the students did a great job of putting that together. All right, graduates, are you ready? Can you please turn and face your audience? Graduates, you may now change your tassel from the right to the left, signifying that you are now 2016 graduates. Congratulations, class of 2016. Okay, we'll give them just a moment to get their hats and back in their spots. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I know you've enjoyed our celebration time with these wonderful students. We do have a reception for our families out in the front foyer, and also tables that represent who each of these young men and women are. So please take some time before you leave tonight to look at what they have brought to signify the successes that they have had through their life. I know that you will enjoy that. And I would ask for you to stand as our senior class graduates exits the auditorium, and if you would just remain in your spot until they have gotten out, and then they're just going to make a loop and come right back over here, and we're going to take some group pictures. So if you want a picture of all of them together, that'll be a good time for you to do it. Thank you very much. Again, they'll be coming right back in here to take a group picture. If you want to go ahead and be dismissed, you're welcome to do that. Or if you would like to stay and take some pictures, then the students will be right back in here in just one moment.